Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Medical Biochemistry by Dr. Vasan Gosai. Today, we are going to discuss about free radicals and antioxidants. Now, coming to free radicals are the molecules which contain one or more unpaired electrons. Now, if you compare stable molecule and free radical, you observe that stable molecule contain the paired electrons in the outer orbit, whereas in free radicals, unpaired electron in outer orbit. And due to this reason, free radicals are highly unstable and chemically reactive. They have very short lifespan. Now, example of the free radicals. Free radicals are categorized into reactive oxygen species, in which free radicals derive from molecular oxygen. Second is reactive nitrogen species, which are nitrogen-centered radicals. In reactive oxygen species, they are superoxide, hydroperoxyl radicals, hydrogen peroxide, and hydroxyl radicals. And in reactive nitrogen species, they are nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide. Here, one thing remember, hydrogen peroxide and singlet oxygen are non-radicals, but because of their extreme reactivity, they are included in group of the reactive species. Now we are going to see about generation of free radicals. Now free radicals can be generated inside our body means endogenous sources or exogenous means outside sources. Now in endogenous sources during microsomal oxidation, in cytoplasmic xanthine oxidase, in peroxisome the oxidase is enzyme lysosomes, and in mitochondria during electron transport chain, it releases the free radicals and other reactive species. While in case of the exogenous sources, air pollution, ultraviolet light, smoking, drugs, all these are considered as exogenous sources of the free radicals. Now we talk about the Fenton reactions. Here the generation of the hydroxyl free radicals, and here you can see the hydrogen peroxide reacting with the ferrous form of the ion and producing the ferric form of the ion and hydroxyl free radicals. Now remember, this Fenton reactions enhances the presence of the superoxide. In cell membrane, lipid peroxidation. PUFA means polyunsaturated fatty acid is easily destroyed by the peroxidation. In initiation phase, it forms the PUFA radical or lipid peroxide radicals, which in propagation phase forming the peroxide radicals. Now, this reaction proceeds unchecked till a peroxide radicals react with another peroxide radicals to form the inactive products. Now, we will see, are free radicals are beneficial or harmful for our body? If free radicals are in low or moderate amount, they are useful by their microbiocidal actions. They are used in treatment of the skin disease. Nitric oxide important for the smooth muscle relaxation and for the signaling for the apoptosis of the cells, those who are damaged. Excessive free radicals are harmful for our body. They causes the acute and chronic inflammatory diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, respiratory disease like ARDS, diseases of the eye like retinopathy of the prematurity, cataractogenesis, shock-related injury, reperfusion injury, atherosclerosis and myocardial infarctions, cancer, and age-related disease like Parkinsonism and Alzheimer's disease. Now coming to antioxidant. What is antioxidant? So they are the substances that can prevent or slow damage to the cells caused by the reactive oxygen species or reactive nitrogenous species. Antioxidant defense system mainly divided into two categories. First one is the preventive mechanism, that inhibit the initial production of the free radicals, and it includes the catalase, glutathione peroxidase enzymes. Second one is the interceptive mechanism that destroy the free radicals that are accidentally generated. It comprises an enzymes like superoxide dismutase and several non-enzymatic substances like uric acid and vitamin E. In antioxidant enzyme, superoxide dismutase is a primary antioxidant enzyme. There are different isoenzymes of the superoxide dismutase which present in the mitochondria and extracellular fluids. Here it acts as a scavenger. Second one is the glutathione peroxidase, a cytosolic enzyme which eliminates the hydrogen peroxide and organic hydroperoxides. Here you can see the oxidized glutathione is reconverted to reduced glutathione by enzyme glutathione reductase using the NADPH. And another enzyme is the catalase, which decomposes hydrogen peroxide to water and oxygen. Now in vitamins, vitamin A, C and E play the important role as an antioxidant. Vitamin E is a lipid phase antioxidant. Here alpha tocopherol would intercept the peroxyl free radicals and inactivate it before the polyunsaturated fatty acid can be attacked. Here the tocopherol radical form is stable and it can react with the another peroxyl radicals and getting converted to the inactive products. Vitamin C decreases the oxidation of the DNA and arrests the protein damage. It reduces the lipid peroxidation also and oxidation of the LDL. Now in another antioxidant compounds, it includes the celluloplasmins, caffeine, cysteine, flavonoids, etc. Some foods also have the antioxidant properties like spices, curcumin. They are used in the cooking and it's contain the highest quantity of the antioxidant. Some fruits and vegetables like berries, broccoli, spinach, they also have the antioxidant properties. Okay, thank you. Thank you.